Grown up. Then I became a grown up, and I wished I was a kid. Um, I've always been an artist, uh, and yeah, that's always been weird. I've always known that I wanted to design and make stuff since probably about 2 or 3, and even though they tried to discourage it, be an engineer. No. Be an entertainer. No. Be a minister. No. um, I've tried to do just about everything now. So. I was born here. Yeah, the place that I was born is now a Home Depot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Change doesn't bother me.
Yeah?
It was a Super K before it was the Home Depot. So, um, and it was a really, really, really nice hospital. I helped a friend deliver a kid there, so I know it was a nice hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to know more about that. Not right now, but
What, being born or delivering a kid?
delivering a kid.
No, it's like, look, you have the ability. I don't. You take your time, no rush. It's uncomfortable, and yeah, and the kid doesn't like it much either. That first few minutes. So, yeah. Oh, it's always a toss-up between the people and the food. Oh,
Food is really good.
the food is good. Music is about third or fourth.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I really, really, I've lived away from Detroit a few times,
Yeah.
and I always come home. Yeah,
Where have you lived?
I've lived in a little place in Louisiana called Duck Pond, where my great grandmother was from. Lived in Ivanhoe, North Carolina, where my father lives now. San Francisco, LA, Ann Arbor. I stayed in Chicago for a few months. Hated it. Like, oh, you people don't go outside. What's wrong with you? Your softballs are like this big. Looks like an Asian pear. But they have good music and decent food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and people wear fur coats in the summertime.
Yeah.
So, uh, respect the culture. Um, respect the cultures. We have a lot of cultures in the area, and just because they look monolithic on the outside, they're all different. Detroit is a huge city. It's 139 square miles, and some parts of town are like really hillbilly country, redneck. Some Tar Heels and some Ridge Runners running around. Still mostly black, but it's changing real fast. It's turning into some variation of the Midwest, and neither, yeah, they're annoying. They're fucking cornhole game and shit. Cornhole sucks. Stop playing cornholes, play toss across. But yeah, see the city and enjoy the music, all the different music, not just the Motown and the techno, but do all of it. Eat and don't expect it to be big boys and Bennigans everywhere. Just eat the real food. Stay the hell away from Wahlburgers. You can scratch that. And don't come trying to save us. We've been here. We're pretty good at it. We're resilient. We do need some updates in the infrastructure, and we do need new people. We've run short of kind of people, and we've got lots of space. but respect the things that are here and fall in love with them too. Yeah. So, yeah. Ooh. Okay. If I could get a cross between Oslo and Wakanda. um, or maybe parts of Tokyo or Hong Kong or something. No, Singapore. Like the new city that they're building in Singapore, where it's like the super trees and they're welcoming back the wildlife, and then and they're kind of like using the new city to eat the old city, kind of like slugs, and outcome just reasonable, healthy stuff. I imagine I have a 100-year plan, and it would be someplace where my great grandchildren they still have access to land and wildlife. They could possibly get scared, shitless by a possum, or be annoyed by a pheasant, or get their baseball cap taken by a falcon or something. Where the coyotes are still here, and then some really cool architecture. Hopefully, the universe gives birth to a few more Zia Hadads. I love her. I miss her greatly. And some Wakanda stuff, where people of color are way more secure and proud of themselves, especially Black people, because we've become great consumers, but we're not producing. Yeah, the world expects us to be entertainers, and that's kind of sad, because we do some cool shit. More projects like this everywhere, and a lot less nostalgic attachments. Make room for new stuff from new people. I hate to say it this way, but especially women and women of color need to step up the game and have the opportunity to influence the environment in the ways that the last couple 100 years have been oppressive. And I don't know. Fewer gas-powered cars. Flying cars, hover bikes. No more hoverboards, because hoverboards don't hover. They don't. They don't hover, man. They don't hover. More multi-copters and fewer drones. I'd like a Detroit where you don't need a passport to get across the river anymore. That kind of sucks. We didn't always have to have an enhanced driver's license or a passport just to go to Canada, Canada is down south for us. More caregivers, of more people taking care of each other and being respected for it, instead of trying to institutionalize those things. And an occasional gopher fucking up somebody's lawn. Yeah, I think I have simple, I think the stuff I want is simple. It's just not easy to achieve, because, yeah. And more people like you visiting on a regular basis. Yeah, I like you guys. The last 4 years have been pretty fantastic. Last year was weird because they were more urban than you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're New Yorkers. So, where are you from? Jersey. You know the ones.
Yeah.
Kind of like, suburbanites that claim to be Detroiters. It's like, where do you live? I live in Toledo. No, that's another state. Be proud of where you're from and fall in love with where you are.
Yeah, I met some people that are like here from like the suburbs that like came to Detroit.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's interesting. Like they say they like it better, you know?
Than the
I
suburbs?
just wonder what, yeah.
Yeah, the suburbs are tend to be isolated and not really walkable. People don't walk enough in Detroit, but it is really walkable.
Yeah.
And because we went through these food desert things where you couldn't get to good tasty stuff for without going a mile and a half in any direction, it's difficult. But when you live in a suburb, everything is like you have to have a car to get to it, and your friends, your family are 30, 40 miles away. You drive to school, really? Like 20 miles? Are you kidding? Just walk. You shouldn't have to jump in a minivan or a yellow bus to just be in your neighborhood, build a neighborhood, have a neighborhood, and know the people around you. So, yeah, I mean, you've seen my favorite part of Detroit, which is not Detroit, Hamtramck. I'm in love with Hamtramck. 31 languages, and just really loving people, and not a lot of industry anymore, so it's cool. Yeah. So, yeah. And the music. And, you met Mike Clark. Yeah, we get loud. Right? In between buildings, we have parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what we're made of.